Composting. It's one of those full circle processes in your garden that's both intrinsically rewarding and an operational necessity. The sense of satisfaction when you turn kitchen and garden waste into the precious black gold is all time. But when that process slows down, or worse, doesn't even really get started, you're left wondering, what can you do? It can be frustrating. I know, I've been there. So today, let's look at the top 5 things that you can do right now to speed up your compost pile. So let's get to it. There's a few reasons why you'd want to speed up your compost pile. Maybe you actually need the compost right now. Or maybe you're running out of room and you need the space. Either way, let's dive right in to help you speed up the process and get your compost pile working faster for you. The first strategy that I'd recommend to speed up the decomposition of your compost is to aerate. Composting is an aerobic process that consumes oxygen as it decomposes your organic wastes. Simply turn your pile frequently to get that air throughout the compost's profile. The microorganisms doing all that hard work will appreciate the breath of fresh air and in turn work even harder for you. The second strategy to speed up your compost is the right moisture level. You can often speed up your compost by drying it out just a little bit, especially if it's already too wet. The reason for this is that excess water tends to fill in the air gaps inside the compost. And when you take away those free air gaps, your compost is going to slow right down. Remember, if aeration is one of the ways that you can speed up your compost, taking that air away is definitely one of the ways that you can slow it down. It's a pretty easy fix, even if your compost has gotten a little bit too wet on you. To dry out an oversaturated compost, you simply need to add some more shredded cardboard, some more shredded paper to tame the dampness. The third boosting strategy for your compost is to add smaller materials. It's simple. The smaller that your organic inputs are, the more surface area there is. And the more surface area there is for those microorganisms and microbes to start working for you, the faster it's going to go. Get your organic waste into as small a pieces as possible, either by hand or by machine, and your compost will work amazingly fast. Okay? Our fourth method to speed up composting is to simply add existing completed compost. As we mentioned, the heavy lifting of the decomposition process is done by microbes and bacteria. 1 teaspoon of finished compost can contain upwards of 100 million of these organisms hungry and looking for more compost. Adding just a little bit of your finished compost to the new stuff can really jumpstart the process and get that new compost pile humming. The final strategy that I employ to really get my compost pile moving is to add a nitrogen booster. By nitrogen booster, I mean what we consider a green input. Things such as grass clippings, fresh garden or kitchen waste, and even shredded weeds. Nitrogen allows the microorganisms within your compost to reproduce. Short bursts of high nitrogen content will allow your compost pile to explode with high population levels of these very microbes, thus greatly increasing the speed of the entire process. It's literally an energy boost for your compost. Composting is a magnificent, fantastic process that at its heart is the ultimate recycling program. Not only does it allow us to dispose of organic waste for free, easily, the byproduct of its process is literally one of the most important components of our garden. Its entire efficiency is dictated by the microorganisms that are breaking it down, how many they are, and how happy they are. The 5 methods that we discussed here today not only increase your population of microbes fast and easy, they also keep them happy and productive. How does that old saying go? Happy microbe, happy life? Hey, if you've got any other composting tips that you'd love to share with the community, make sure to leave it in the comments down below. Also, if any of you are on Facebook, head on over and join our gardening group called Growing Better. The group has grown phenomenally fast, yet it will never lose its sense of community or its welcoming feel. If you're passionate about growing epic organic fruits, herbs, and veggies for you and your family, the Growing Better group is a great place to hang out, share, learn, and grow. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you're getting value in this and the other series that I'm doing on YouTube, hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons if you'd be so kind, and I'll see you in the next video.